Can I come in? Or we could go up the road and get a cup of tea or something if that's something you prefer.
Your people came here. They took things.
You've probably had a long day and probably not a very pleasant one. I won't take up any more of your time than I need to.
Okay.
Look, the way I see it is, you're not a bad person, far from it. And that what you've done, you believe that you've done for the best.
Ryan should have a relationship with his father, however difficult things are.
Well, obviously, everything you've heard has been from him, Tommy Lee Royce. And I realise... Look, do you mind if I sit down? I realise that you are in a relationship of some sort with him.
We're getting married.
Okay, I see. Well, you're obviously not going to accept everything I'm going to tell you here now, but obviously I have a different perspective on it to him, and I want you to hear it, okay? He's a sex offender. He raped my daughter.
He was very fond of your daughter.
No. He took advantage of her. Brutally. And after Ryan was born, she took her own life.
That was nothing to do with him. He was in prison then.
It had everything got to do with him. She was traumatised. Look, we are going to have different versions of the same story, but you have to give me credit. I was there. I was there when she gave birth, and I was there afterwards. I saw what this did to her.
You deprived him of having a relationship with his child. You never even let him know he'd been born.
Tommy Lee Royce is a psychopath, a murderer, and a sex offender. And I think you realise, I think you know that you've allowed yourself to be deluded by this dangerous man because you're infatuated with him. Now, you may choose to believe that he didn't rape my daughter, but you do know that he raped Anne Gallagher and that he murdered Leslie McAllister in the most hideous manner. And Miley Wickham and Brett McKendrick. And he tried to murder me.
Lewis Whitby was the one who raped Anne Gallagher, and he was the one who murdered Christine McAllister, not Tommy.
A court of law decided on very strong forensic evidence that
Tommy did kill Lewis Whitby and Brett McKendrick, but only in self-defence. He attacked you only in self-defence.
So obviously, that's his version. And clearly that's what you're choosing to believe, which worries me, Francis, because you're a woman who... It makes you seem that you're a woman that has led, up to now, a very normal, kind, law-abiding life. And it makes you seem a little bit unhinged, and certainly misguided, if that's what you're choosing to believe.
Do you know what I believe? I believe that no one is born evil. He may have done things, I know he's done things, and yes, he will inevitably have put his own slant on it and made seem as bad, but it might well not really have been. But we all do that, we're all human. But he isn't evil. He's a product of his childhood, and he had an awful childhood. But he isn't intrinsically evil. We condemn the sin, not the sinner. With help and kindness, I believe he will become a person he was always capable of being. God is kind and gentle, and that's what I see. When I visit him, when I look into his eyes, I see no evil, not a trace of it. Surely it would benefit him and Ryan if they had a good relationship.
Francis, you're old enough to be his mother. Actually, I think you're older than his mother was when she died. Does that not ring alarm bells? Does that not worry you?
Why should it?
Because he's using you. He's used you to get to Ryan. You've been groomed. He's groomed you. He's chose you, he's picked you, so that for what he can get out of you.
He could be very fond of Ryan, if you'd let him.
No. You can't even begin to understand on how many levels that's never going to happen on.
Why are you so angry?
I'm not. I try not to be. It's you that's deluded by this very, very dangerous man because he's pretty.
You're jealous.
No. I'm disappointed and I'm shocked that a woman of your obvious intellect and ability can be fooled by this. I don't know. Look at this. Let's say he looked like, I don't know, Peter Sutcliffe or Jimmy Savile or some sad, sick fuck. Would you believe a single word he said?
But he doesn't look like them.
Inside, he looks exactly like them.